It's the NFL on EA Sports, and our focus is on Rachaad White. He's coming off a banner week, over 160 yards in that one. It's the Buccaneers and the Bears, and it's all up.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their third-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Justin Fields.
We all knew Fields was an incredible athlete coming out of college, and last season he unleashed it upon the NFL. Ran for over 1,100 yards and would have broken the quarterback single-season record if he had played the full season. He also threw 17 touchdown passes, and that's the next jump for him. More consistency as a passer.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That burst good for 20 and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Meanwhile, Fields throw there complete to Mooney. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Play action. It's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Santos' kick is up and through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted.
Automatic first down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? On play action, Fields sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
Santos' kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a 3rd-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The numbers for White a week ago, well into the triple digits, and they'll take that every time out.
What I loved was just how decisive he was running the football. Coaches like guys that go north and south. They don't like the east-west guys, the juking and the jiving. 1 foot in the ground and cut.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Play fake. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. On his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Bucs, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Cook. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's Fields. And complete right side to Cook. Touchdown, Bears! Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to stretch out their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And the final act of the drive was the touchdown catch by Dalvin Cook. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
They go play action. Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Mayfield. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. The Bucs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw on target to Godwin here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. At the 31-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Mayfield on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And some concerns caused him to slip to the 5th round. I guess if you're him, the good news is you kind of flew under the radar. Maybe expectations are low. You can come in and prove something.
And a lot to prove, because those off-field concerns that creep in on you, you want to prove that they're all wrong, that they don't matter, that you are much better.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year and 3rd overall. And the Buccaneers are back within a score.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals.
A little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 20. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So out come the Bucs now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers down.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT.
And that makes it 14-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bears now ready to take over again. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Fielded at the 33. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown. Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 52 yards. And the Buccaneers add 6 to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Fields going to keep it running left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He has enough for the 1st down of the keeper, a gain of 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. A shotgun snap, Fields. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards.
The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense.
He's already approaching 100 yards and has the touchdown. I'm sure on that opposite sideline right now, they're scratching their heads saying, all right, what do we do?
And the hard part is, even if you limit him to a short catch, he has that make-you-miss ability to take it for big yardage and put in the end zone again. So trying to blanket him is very difficult, but ultimately, you've got to find a way to put him on the ground, tackle him, and he doesn't make that easy.
They're struggling with that so far. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. First down, Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mayfield looks to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mayfield. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not getting another turnover on his ledger.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. We haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
To throw is Fields. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Now it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
And Mooney going to have a Bears first down as he'll get this down inside the 40.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out the try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
1 second, all that remains.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
So we've hit. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 26. On play action, they'll throw. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 89 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A quality pickup from White, who really earned more time as the Bucs starter the back half of last season. Finished with close to 400 yards in the Bucs' final 8 games. Positioned himself as the leader in the backfield moving forward.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
White will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
White. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try and run it in with White. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Fields now to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Here we go.
Cook now off the read option. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's taken on the 25. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
Well, Rachaad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now.
He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
Now he's right there on the doorstep now.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as he's up past the 45-yard line.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Mayfield to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Evans. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First down.
Matt Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag.
After review of the play.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Play fake. Mayfield. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Trying to fit it in the middle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down at 5. Fields going to keep it running right.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your running.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Rachaad White, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on the way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Fields, there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And again, back to Kmet. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Fields on 3rd down.
Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. Fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one.
And this is caught. He hits more.
And he is going to have the Bears first down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains. Back to throw, Fields.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Cook diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
They're not in any rush offensively.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Opting to run again here with White. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are on their way to a 2-0 start.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Fields. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it across midfield. He's on his way. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just ran on to that big lead. Following the down. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Vita Vea able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Bucs, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.